What's going on, everyone? It's me, Sade. Burrell, stand for something. I wanted to talk about accountability today. Accountability is crucial. I'm going to share with you some of the things that I currently have in place for me when it comes to accountability, some of the people, some of the tools, some of the resources that I currently use. But before we get into all that, let's first talk about accountability and what accountability is. So accountability is someone who is making sure you're doing what you said you were supposed to do or going to do. It's someone who checks up on you, make sure that, hey, this is a plan. Did you execute on the plan? Right? Everyone needs that person in their life, because what happens is when you don't have that person in your life to make sure that you are actually doing what you need to do, then you could just make all kind of goals and never accomplish them. And I think that that's what happens with a lot of people, is that they set goals and they never accomplish them. Like, one of the reasons why I do these videos is to hold me accountable, right? So I set a timeline to do certain things. They're like, hold on, Sade, we look back and this video is like this. At what point do we see the graduation video, right? And so aside from these videos, I have certain people in my life that are actually set up to hold me accountable for certain goals that I have in my life. So accountability is someone who's making sure that you are doing what you said you were going to do. Why do we need accountability partners? Because there's someone who's going to make sure you are accomplishing the goals that you set out to accomplish. Now, I remember I was part of this entrepreneur group. Every morning we would meet up and we would all gather together and we would set goals. And one day the coach said, hey, what happens if you don't make that goal? And this person was like, oh, well, I just don't make the goal. And the coach said, that's not okay. Like, it has to be some consequence associated with you not accomplishing your goal, because you said you're going to do something and you didn't do it. So what's going to happen? And it makes sense. If people don't realize that it's a consequence associated with, then they'll just do whatever. I'll give you an example. I had a major problem with eating takeout food, specifically Chick-fil-A. I had a huge problem eating out. You would catch me there any given day. Like, if you use the app, I shouldn't be teaching you all this part, but with the app, you can start building points. And then when you start building points, you get free food. So then I built so many points. I was going back there like several times a day for free because I had so many points. And so I said, I need an accountability partner. The majority of people around me, they were encouraging the behavior. So I said, oh, what's a good resource that I can use as accountability? The internet. So for people who you're like, okay, there's no one around me who's able to be my accountability. If there's a person who will be accountability, it's someone on the internet. It's always somebody there who's like waiting for you to fail. And they're like, gotcha. Like, they're waiting for that moment. You said you're going to do this and you didn't do it. Like, it gives them joy to know that. And so I said, okay, I'm going to go online. And I knew that, the majority of people, I hope, they didn't necessarily want to see me fail, but I knew if I put an incentive attached to it. So I said, hey, if I eat out anytime this month, anyone who inboxes me on the first of next month will get $50. How do we know you're not lying? I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I won't sleep well at night knowing that I lied. So I'm like, okay. And then if it's that, look, anybody in this world who's going to snitch on me is definitely my kids. So I'm like, we'll ask them. We'll ask them. Trust me, if I eat, they're not with you all the time. This is during the pandemic when literally we were all together all the time. And they have a nose of a greyhound, like a greyhound. They can sniff any type of food. On my clothes, they'll be able to tell, you ate a number 3 from Chick-fil-A. Like, they had that gift, that talent. So I knew that they were holding me accountable, and then people on the internet. So there are some people that set a reminder on their phone on, I think it was back in August. They set a reminder on their phone, ask Sade, did she eat takeout food? I think I had 3 people ask me. So in my mind, I said, if 10 people ask me, did I eat Chick-fil-A? I answered yes. That's $500. I don't have $500 I can just throw out the window. I can't eat Chick-fil-A. So the consequence was I had to pay the people $50. 10 people, even if it was only one person asked, that's too much money. Right? And people were hitting me up left and right. Oh, I'm gonna remember. but 3 people did remember. But I had another good friend who said, I'll give you $50 if you don't eat takeout food. So posting my goals online for accountability actually worked in my favor. So I actually got the $50. Then the next day I went out to go eat, which is probably not the best idea, but I did it anyways. I met my goal. What does that have to do with you? Sometimes if you don't have people around you who are able to hold you accountable, then you have to, use the tools that we have. Most of us have cell phones. If you're watching on YouTube, there are people, you have the ability to somehow connect with people on the internet. So use that, social media, whatever it is you use, for good. That could be your accountability. So currently, what do I use for accountability as well? I use it's the internet, but it's focusmate.com. Focusmate.com. Love this website. Definitely keeps me accountable. I set times that I'm supposed to study or whatever it is I'm supposed to do. And I meet people from all over the world. And what I notice is that it keeps me focused, and we check in with each other in the middle. So like we do 50-minute studying sessions or 25-minute study session, etc. We check in with each other and we say, hey, did you accomplish your goal? And if you want to lie and say, yeah, I accomplished it, and you didn't, you just really lying to yourself. So I meet people all over the world studying different things. Some of them are working out, some of them are doing this, some of them are doing that. But what I noticed is that people who have like 1,000 sessions, 500 sessions, they have mastered accountability. And so FocusMate is one of the resources that I would recommend for you to use to help you stay accountable, whether it's studying, reading, whatever it is. Use focusmate.com. I'll put it in the link description. They should be paying me for, bringing so many people to their platform, but I love it so much, and I want people to be held accountable to studying, reading, whatever it is that they set out to do, because this is more important for them to be held accountable so that they can accomplish their goal than it is to, be recognized for, showing people what this app or website is all about. Nevertheless, that is one way. Those are some of the ways I stay accountable. And I also have friends who have similar goals, and we update each other through text. Hey, just finished doing this, just finished doing that. If they send me like so many updates and I haven't sent them not one, like, hey, just want to let you know I did. Like they might be looking like, oh yeah, I can't. No, she playing around. Like I start getting cut off from circles because I'm not accomplishing the goals. Those are the people you want to be around. So accountability is everything. It is crucial. So friends, you can use the internet, and you also can use apps such as FocusMate to help you be held accountable and put some type of consequence associated. If you don't accomplish your goal, what's going to happen? Like for me, not accomplishing my goal and I didn't made an announcement in public, that's embarrassing. That's enough for me to like, some people don't care, You ever see them people, like every other week they got a new boyfriend on Facebook? You like, dang, a new one? Or a new girlfriend every week? Like, embarrassment don't work for them. They don't care. But what might hit in their pocket, something being taken away from them, something like that, that might hit them. You got to find what is your spot where you're like, ooh, that consequence, I'm gonna get on it. All right, for me, it's hidden. I don't want to be hit in certain areas. Just certain areas I do not want to be hidden. And so I share that with you all with the hopes that this helps you. Accountability is crucial. So it's me, Sade Burrell. Stand for something. Have a great day.